All right, guys, welcome back to Above Ground World's News Live. How's the audio? Is the audio coming in? We're having a little bit of a hard time getting this thing going today. Anyway, we're reporting from FEMA Region 7. A lot of stuff to get into. Man, this weather is just controlling our whole emotional state. Like it's controlling the way we feel. It's breaking us down, taking away all our energy. They're not letting us have the sun. And it's taking a toll on us. We can't hardly even think straight anymore. Check out what's going on out here in the Pacific. Let me zoom out. We're out here straight off the coast of Oregon, Washington. Check this thing out right here. What in the hell are they doing out here? Looks like a heart-shaped, hole punch cloud. Let me click the layer here. Part of it isn't loaded yet. Hopefully before the end of this show, it will be loaded all the way. I mean, this is just some crazy stuff going on out here. You can see all the aerosols that created this. But let me see if I can get this to play, man. This is pretty crazy. So you can see all the, here they are being formed, but there's one aircraft that comes flying through. And you also have like rockets I think these are some kind of silver iodide rockets coming off the battle cruisers out here. So they are definitely forming something out here. They are creating a low pressure system, like a dual low pressure system. You can see the ship tracks in the blue. So the ships were out here dropping the bunker fuel at night, while you had the aerial assault going on out here in the Pacific. But we'll get back into this in a minute. We'll jump into a few headlines. But, man, just pretty crazy stuff going on. We also have tornado warnings, like right now. I'm pretty sure here. Let me see if I still got them up and running here. So we got one tornado warning, couple, 2, 3, down in southern Texas. So heads up down there right across from the cloud generating stations. Right by that next red down there. We'll get into that very shortly here. Let me pause that. Looks like the stream is running okay. Let's jump into a few headlines. They're back. The worms unfrozen after 42,000 years are alive and eating. This is one of my biggest fears, is they get something out of this permafrost that just wipes out humanity, man. They don't know what they're unleashing when they're going back in time and they're messing with this DNA and de-thawing all these little weird stuff that they have no clue what they are or what they can do. But 2 worms that have been frozen in the permafrost for up to 42,000 years have come back to life and are now considered the oldest living animals on the planet, in what is being described as a major scientific breakthrough. The AKA roundworms are moving and eating again for the first time since the Pleistocene age, after coming back to life in a petri dish. According to a new study by a team of Russian scientists in collaboration with Princeton University. I thought they were all at odds together, but I guess they... anytime they can bring back some zombified worm, they're going to be glad to work together. Pretty crazy stuff. Hey, thanks out there in Super Chat, and everybody out there on the PayPals, and much love out there, Bamboo. Big donation night. Much love out there. Thanks. You help us every night, man. Without you guys like you, man, and lead out there. You guys are amazing. Same out there with Karen. Hey, Karen, much love out there on the PayPal. Big contribution. Helps keep us going. Without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. I can tell you that. So much love out there. Thanks. And I'm going to try to download this app called Restream, and then I'll be able to stream, hopefully, to all these platforms all at one time. And then we won't have to do all the... all that kind of weird stuff. Yeah, hopefully the audio is okay. I turned it up a little bit on the PA. I was getting quite a few feedbacks on the audio. So anyway, hopefully it comes out. All these links are not in the description yet, but they will be. In fact, let me make sure. I mean, I was like on the seat of my pants trying to get this show ready. All right, yeah, I do have them all. Here, I'll go ahead and post them now. That way, if you guys want to read into this stuff, you got them. I'm just going to drop them in there real quick. Sorry about this. Some nights it's just hard to get ready. All right, guys, so here we go. What do we got here? We got recall alerts. Can you believe this? Mugs recalled due to fire hazard. What? Mugs? Starbucks recalls coffee presses because of laceration hazard. So you don't want no bleeding going on in your coffee. Anyway, here's a bunch of alerts and recalls and stuff. You got the link there in the description. All right, so here we go. We knew this was going to happen. California regulators approve 373 million PG&E rate hike. I told you they were going to make the people of paradise pay for the fires. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to make the California people pay to be burned out of their own properties. So here we go. California regulators have approved it. The California Public Utilities Commission Thursday unanimously okayed an increase that raises the average bill by $3.50 a month over 12 months. I can't even hardly pay my power bill every week. And if I'm late, oh man, $50 if you're just late. Hell, if I could pay it on time, I would have, it's just robbery, man, what these light companies get away with. And you can't, call another light company. You only get one, and they're all assholes. So this is the way they're going to treat us here. One day we will get them back. All right. Scientists are teaching the AI-powered robots to reproduce and evolve, just like the nanobots. These guys are mad men. Let me tell you, the idea invokes a high-tech Darwinism in which researchers' ultimate goal is to design artificial intelligence and robots that can analyze their own source code and mate with others by combining bits and pieces of their code for that of other robots to create offspring just like organic life. Skynet's here, ladies and gentlemen. 5G is the real Skynet. We'll have to arm up to take out the AI. It's all coming, for sure. All right, I'll leave that article if you want to read that. And we were talking about the other night of all the livestock that has been killed off. Well, here's another article coming out of China. Ebola outbreak will move the markets and influence the geopolitics for years to come. A minor outbreak of Asian swine fever among 400 pigs in Shenyang in northeastern China is now threatening the global food supply chain and may increase pork price for years. Look, there's way more pork that has been killed off out here in China. I'm talking millions. And they're completely almost out of the pork. And they're actually looking to other countries for the pork and stuff because that's what they mainly eat. It's going to get really crazy here. So just more articles about livestock and stuff being wiped out. And if that isn't bad enough, the mainstream media is now calling for the arrest of the anti-vaxxers. It's almost time, ladies and gentlemen, to get ready. Since the beginning of the year, the Free Thought Project has been reporting on the hysteria associated with the measles outbreak and the loss of liberties and police state crackdown that ensued. We've seen children banned from public spaces, mandatory vaccinations, and a pro-vaccine push in the mainstream media like we've never seen before. Now the pro-mandatory vaccine push has reached a new level as the Washington Post published an article calling for the arrest of those who choose not to vaccinate. And you just see they just keep on, talking about the the measles and all that stuff. Man, I had measles when I was a kid. I was fine. I had a bad fever, a bunch of bumps and all that crap. Also had the chicken pox and all that. Got a couple scars from it. I mean, we all made it through. People are dying from some of these vaccines. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So Cyclone Fanny hits Bengal, triggers heavy rain, uproots trees, 10 points. Huh, what do they mean by that? 10 points. Let me see if I can get down in this article a little bit. It says, one of the strongest storms to batter the subcontinent in 20 years, uprooted trees, triggered rain as it entered West Bengal this morning, a day after it made landfall. 8 people died. Parts of the suburbs also received moderate to heavy rain. The eye of the storm is expected to hit Kolkata before noon today. So it reached out around 185 kilometers per hour as it swept, blah, blah, blah. All right. I don't get what the, I guess it's the 10-point cheat sheet on Cyclone Fanny. Well, number one, it was a fabricated storm. Number two, it was steered right into India because they just sold a bunch of military equipment to Russia. You know, we can just probably keep on going on and on. So that's how it works. Anyway, guys, hey, much love out there, Karen G. So here's a little footage. Let's play a little bit of this footage. We don't need the audio. So here we go. This looks like Missouri all week. Missouri, we haven't seen the sun. I don't even know in how long, man. It's really wearing on my patience. So I got trees dropping from the ground being so wet. One little gust of wind, they just fall over. They were liquefying the whole Midwest. And you've seen in the thumbnail, here's the next 16 days of moisture. We're up into the oranges. That's another 12 to 14, maybe more inches of rain down for Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas. Hey, thanks out there, everybody. Much love out there. So, yeah, this is what we had to look forward. Look, they just have the country split right in half. You know, the left, the right was split one side, was flood out paradise, was wipe away the evidence. The other side, hey, was just flood them out, was destroy the food crops. That's what they're doing. Let's take a quick look at the mimic map. Yeah, we're definitely in the days of Noah. It looks like the stream is kind of running a little crappy right now. Maybe I ought to stop that for a minute, let it kind of catch up. Just make sure I ain't got nothing running. Yeah, nothing's running. All right, YouTube, what are you doing? All right, we're trying to let the stream kind of catch up. And I don't know if it's going to. All right. Yeah, I don't know, man. YouTube just kind of putting the hammer on us. Hey, thanks there, Radical Brow. Much love out there. Bamboo, much love. All right. So anyway, let's try to get back in the show. See, hopefully the stream will catch back up to us. Like, I can't even stay up no later to do it no later. I mean, it's just ridiculous what we have to go through to get a video up. We got complete manipulation over here of the atmospheric river. We've showed over and over a bunch of the companies that steer this atmospheric river. And it was trying to go up. Look, it keeps trying to go up to the Aleutian Island chains, like where it normally goes. Look, this one's taking almost a 90-degree turn, just out of nowhere. It just goes up and then, hey, let's take a left turn. But yeah, they're going to pull this back down. But whatever they're doing out here with these ships, let me get back over here. with the ships and the aircraft. I mean, this is just strange, whatever they did right here. I mean, if you really zoom in, you can see the aerosols. But what's really weird is where it's chopped out right there. If I get this on the other layer, there's almost like a triangle shape right here, and that's what shoots across, and it blows out the bottom part of this, and then you can see tons of aircraft down here laying the liners. But they're creating like a, I wish this layer right here would load so we could get the full picture. Look, it's just not loading. Or it's almost there. Maybe it'll load here in a little bit. But yeah, pretty weird thing going on out here, and there's a bunch of ship tracks. Here, let me go ahead and try to add that layer. Put the 3.7 microns. And it should bring up the ship tracks, the bunker fuel, the most toxic emissions on the planet. All right. Now an unexpected error. Let's move that out of the way if it'll let me. Oh, I can exit out. Sometimes it'll load after that little error, but we'll see. Hey, thanks there, Mighty Patriot, Funky Blue, all you guys out there. Much love out there. All right. I guess while we're waiting on that to load, Washington, you're getting sprayed. You're getting bombarded. You're getting the toxic skies all the way up into BC. Goes all the way up into Canada. Montana, you got a few liners. Idaho, right up here in the north. So that they just keep hitting the same states. Look at that. Just all synthetic, man-made crap. You know, it's getting us sick. And we go down here, look, right there, same spot as yesterday, or a little bit farther north, but a single area, a single targeted area. And guess where it's at? Right over the Paradise, right over Chico. Actually seen some fires around here yesterday, down around this mountain range. Trying to get that to load a little better. And see if we can still pick it. That might be the fire there. There's a couple little fires. Look at this flight path. Kind of does a little S turn. Then you got all the gray synthetic going over the same areas over and over. These are the target. Reno, you got clobbered. All of central Nevada clobbered, parts of Utah, northern Arizona. Tons of aerosols being deployed. You got some out here off the Bajas. You got some big liners. And of course, they're still pulling the atmospheric rivers up. And you got tons of lines going on down in the Gulf of Mexico. So cloud seeding operations all out ahead of these storms, all into the storms. Look way up here. Complete aerosol bombardment. Nova Scotia up here, out here in the Atlantic. I mean, look at these aerosols coming out of Canada. Look at the color of that toxic stuff. Then you're getting hit with some frequencies on top of it. This is how they are creating the storms. They're seeding them, hitting them with the microwave energy and the radio frequencies, and voila, you got directed storms. You know, here, let me try to get a drink here. Got the herbal tea going. Cannot get this chest cold gone. I mean, it's getting better, but it's just going on and on because there's no sun, man. Can't get no, need some sun to get, like, rejuvenized. Look at the liners coming out of Benghazi. Got some big heavy lines, a couple of orb sprays. Got a pretty big spraying operation over Libya. What What do we got down here? We got something funky going on right there. What is that? Going over Aleppo? Are they doing a bombing run up here? That's some strange looking cloud signatures. And of course, we're only getting one layer. So it starts out as nothing. A whole lot of nothing. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is some kind of aerosols. But whatever it is, it definitely turned toxic. Very toxic right there. All right. Kind of skipping over a lot. Just kind of trying to get through this pretty quick. What do we got there? Some kind of man-made cyclone over the land. It even looks like it has an eye wall. What is this thing? Let's try to get that to load. All right, we'll give that a second to load. Man, the stream's still sucking. All right, thanks there, Casey. All right. Well, I guess it's not going to load for us. I can look back at this later and try to check it out. See what's going on down here in New Zealand. Like, everybody's a target across the planet. If you're a human and you think rationally, you are a target. Because, you know, everything is backwards now. All right, yeah, this just is not going to load for us any better. Let's try playing this. So you can see down here in the blue lines, like that's as slow as I can get this thing. But you can see the ship tracks were being deployed. And here's them here. Let's go up another frame. And here's where the ship tracks really stand out. These are ships out here creating clouds using what we call bunker fuel. It's the most toxic emissions on the planet. It's like the leftovers to make fuel. And it creates just horrible, nasty clouds that it'll wipe you out if you're out on the deck of the ship. And you can see there's a bunch of ships out here. So this is definitely a weather-making program out here. I mean, you got a lot of ships out here. These are not fishing vessels. These are all strictly for weather modification. So we go from nothing. Here's the last nighttime frame. Looks like 14:40:34 UTC time. We got 1 hour. And you've already created all kinds of weird stuff going on out here. So it starts out as a complete circle at 15:50:34 UTC time. Go up another hour. So it looks like this was the central, when you're doing drafting, like this is the central point they were working from. Looks like they almost created a third one. So it almost turns into a heart shape. That is really strange. I haven't seen nothing like that. That's the first time I picked up something like this. Wow, look at that. What is going on with that? And that's all we got there. So we can put it into full motion here. Pretty crazy stuff there. All right, this thing probably will not load a whole lot, but yeah, look at the ship tracks out here, guys. Look at this. They're really standing out. These white or the bluish, light blue lines, that's the ship tracks. The dark lines will be the aerosols by the planes. So they are still spraying from land and sea and air. All right, let's go ahead and get out of this thing. It's probably killing the resources here. Let's take a quick look at the radars here. Let me go ahead and loop this up. So we're looking just at the last 24 frames, the last 24 hours. I don't even think it's 24 hours. Let me see here. Oh, this ain't even that much time. Here, hold on. Let me add on some frames. Let me put at least 48 frames on here. I don't have any kind of stores nearby me, man. I really do live way out in the woods. Like, I'm an hour and a half from a Red Lobster. Yeah, I'm a long ways from a Red Lobster. All right, let me turn them off so I can see the map a little better. So here's all our watches and warnings. Still have tornado warnings going off down in Texas. Tons of severe thunderstorms. Could have some tornadoes up here in North Carolina tomorrow morning, tomorrow sometime. And we'll just have to watch this stuff. We'll check the forecast models out. In fact, let's go ahead and do that real quick just so we know what is coming. Hey, thanks there, Babu. Man, you're going crazy tonight. All right. Oh, wow. I didn't even have that all the way up. Look at that. That's the target of the moisture right there. This is the next 16 days. That is like 20 inches of rain right there. That one bright spot over Louisiana. You could have 20 inches of rain in the next 2 weeks. Hopefully that does not come true, but it sure looks like it. Let's go ahead and get on the precipitation. Yeah, they're really screwing with these systems, man. They're hitting it with the aerosols, they're hitting it with the cell phone towers, they're hitting it with the NEXRADs. Yeah, right here is where I was talking about on the 5th, man. You could get a few tornadoes spawn off that. So heads up there in the northeast for the 5th. Like, they're really targeting this area down here. Look at Texas. These things are coming right where that weather generator is. Every single one of these storms is coming from the same area. Look how heavy this is. This is going to be another severe day on May 7th. Back that up again. It's coming exactly where that radar is in the 2 weather generating systems. They just keep spawning from the same spot, tracking over the same areas. Look at that. Another severe storm day on May 10th. We'll really get into this deep on Sunday. So it looks like we're just going to keep getting hammered. We're not going to get no more than 2 days clear for anybody during any given week. There's just too much moisture that they're pulling up. So yeah, man, this is going to be some mega flooding going on. This is going to be the year of the floods, year of the cold. And I was really joking around back in September when I said it'd be a never-ending type winter. And we're still there. All right, so let me zoom in on this. I want to take a quick look over here. And it looks like they're killing our stream again tonight. It's running really choppy, it looks like. Yeah, we love you too out there, Casey. Much love out there. Yeah, mud flood. I didn't even think about that. Mud flood 2.0. It's going to be, they're liquefying the ground. So anyway, I want to kind of document this cyclone hitting, because it really ramped up right at the end, took a north turn. They got tons of ionospheric heaters over here. I guarantee this was a weapon sent up to them. You see a lot of straight lines. That's not the way the atmospheric river works. If you see a solid, these straight lines forming, that's a signal creating the straight lines. You don't get straight lines like that with the atmospheric river. That's completely manipulated. Thanks out there, lead. Finally, the stream comes back in the green. Wow, how come it's only showing us part of the... Oh, I hit the wrong one. Okay, hold on. All right, let's check this out. A lot of high amounts of moisture down there in the Caribbean. Down there. See, that's what they're going to pull up on that next system. We know the companies that steer the atmospheric rivers. We had a beam coming out of California right there and chopped a hole in there. That some of these are stitching errors, but some of it is not stitching errors. This is paid. This is to pick up the microwave imagery of the water vapor. This is like a water vapor map that they're using the microwaves to pick it up, but then we get the anomalies in here that show us that they are targeting these systems. Yeah, that's probably what it is. We're not dying fast enough for them. We're going to put up a fight, that's for sure. All right, I got that documented pretty good there. Let's go ahead and check the, see how bad everybody got sprayed. All right, let me take off the watches and mornings, get them off there. We don't need them no more. And let me get it on the 200 frames. And then we'll back it all up. We'll look on here like I said, I wish that last layer would load. Just so we can get it yeah, see, it still is not going to load no matter what I do here. Yeah, not going to load. Well, we know Washington, Oregon, California all got hit really hard, so we're going to try to spot that right now. The military trained for a zombie apocalypse. I mean, they spent like $5 million on it, like for a real zombie apocalypse. I reported on that a few years ago, and yeah, they've trained for it. All right, yeah, Utah's getting smacked down with the trails. I can see it right now. This whole area, all the stuff is fake clouds, all down through ahead of the storm, and then up here in the northeast is all fake. Whoa, you see them big heavy sprayers right there. Right off the coast of California. Watch these two super heavy sprayers come in. And where are they at here? They come in right at the end. Here they come. Look at that. Wham. Two super heavy. We're going to zoom in on all these. All right, we'll just start down there since that caught my eye first. Wow, what is that thing? All right, let's play this, see what we got. That's a pretty wicked storm out there off the coast. So right now you see the aerosol. All these are aerosols. See the X patterns and grid patterns. Look at that straight line right there. Look at that. Nature does not create perfectly straight lines like that. Look at that. It takes a 90 degree, not quite a 90, but that is being manipulated big time. Look at these guys right here. These look like rockets. Rockets for launch. And look how fast this skinny one was. All right, check. I got to get this up where you guys can see this really good. Okay, here's our three lines. Hopefully you guys can see this. And then out of nowhere, this super fast thing comes speeding through. And just blows past them two big fat liners. And then another one does the same path, comes flying in and takes a little bit of a left. And then another one. And another one. So these things are turning into a big cloud. I mean, look how many, that's hundreds and hundreds of miles long. And no telling how far wide that turns into. Then you keep getting these almost 90-degree lines in the clouds. Complete manipulation right there. Frankenstorms. That's what we're looking at. Let's go up north a little bit. Look at the mess up there by the Aleutian Island chain, or up there by Alaska, BC. So you got segmented sprays right here over Oregon. Got a few segmented sprays, and you got the long liners coming in. 2-part mix. Look at that concentrated spray over a certain area. That's a targeted spray. All of Nevada smothered. All of Washington smack down. Look, they keep concentrating on this high pressure system. There's some of them real little ones. If you could see them, that's what I've seen them with my own eyes before be deployed. So wow. There's like so much spraying to look at here. Let's go ahead and check this area. There's some more of that chemical fog we've been seeing here over California. Wow, that looks like a weather generator right there in California. Look at that thing. What is that? Wow, so many aerosols. Look at that. All over Arizona, Utah, completely smothered. Nevada, totally wiped out. Parts of Colorado. They're spraying all in them powerful storms. Might as well just check the whole United States. Oh, wow. Explosion at the powder plant. It was shaking the ground. Hey, thanks, Kelly, for letting us know. Yeah, that's something else we could look forward to is the nuclear facilities going down from the floods. So, yeah, it's pretty much more of the same. You can see all the aerosols being deployed everywhere. No natural clouds anymore. They've took complete control of our weather systems. And all we could do is try to get enough people to finally take to the streets and demand a stop. We want our natural weather back. We want our sun back. We want the birds and the bees singing again. Man, look at this spraying operation down there off of Florida's coast and over Florida. Florida's getting completely bombarded, and then they got clobbered with powerful storms. So complete bombardment right before the storms. So that spraying operation come up from way south. Wonder if I can get a little closer. Yeah, we'll start out down here so we can see that. All right, let's see what we get on this thing, man. This is probably going to show a lot of... So if you're on vacation down there in Cuba and all them areas, you're getting waxed. Yeah, these sprays come all... I mean, this is all aerosols being deployed. Man-made weather systems. Not even... It's not water vapor, man. They can play that stupid game all they want. It's just disinformation. Look at Missouri. We were so cloud. The clouds were on the ground today. They were on the ground. And then they were spraying up in the air. See, now I didn't know they were spraying. I could hear them, but I couldn't see them. But now I can see hundreds of planes were flying all over Missouri, choking us out, all over Illinois, all over Ohio, all over Michigan, Wisconsin, Iowa, up in Canada. So Missouri got blasted, Iowa, Illinois, Kentucky, Ohio, everybody got blasted. And you never know it because you couldn't see because the clouds were on the ground. They did some kind of cloud inversion on us. Oh, man, look at this disgusting spray there right over the Boston area, Pennsylvania. They're even spraying way out here for no reason. I mean, there's always a reason, but that's low-level spraying. So you got low-level and high-level spraying going on out there in the Atlantic. Heavy aerosols all up to Maine, New York. They're setting you up for the next weather system. Yeah, huge aerosols all the way around the whole system. We're going to check the microphysics. And I can turn that off there. All right, let's let that play right on through. Oh, what did I just see right there? Hold on. Oh, wow, what happened? What is going on there in Colorado? Hold on, let me back this up. That must be that explosion right there. So we've picked it up on different maps here. Yeah, Missouri was clobbered. You couldn't see them, but they're there. All right, guys, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call this a show. Much love out there. We'll be back tomorrow night, God willing. Thanks to everybody out there in the Super Chat, everybody out there in the PayPals and all that stuff. Much love out there, and we're going to play the song Rise. We need to rise up and stop this stuff. Anyway, guys, I'll come join you in chat for a minute. Much love out there. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Where's my audio? It's like way down low again. What the heck? All right, guys. Much love. Here we go. Maybe.